Welcome everybody to Political Science 120 American Government. I'm sorry I can't be with you today. I am temporarily quarantined awaiting a negative COVID test. I think I have an allergy problem, but the health center is being cautious. I'm fully vaccinated, so it's unlikely. But I fully plan on being back in the classroom on Thursday, and we can clear up any leftover questions you have there. In the meantime, for our class time today on Tuesday, I am going to provide you with a series of short videos showing you some of the functionality of the class, covering some material that we would have done in class today had I been able to join you. So we're going to talk about some of the highlights of the syllabus. You'll need to read the syllabus for yourself in its entirety. But I'll hit some of the highlights to clarify a few points. I will show you a little bit how to navigate our Blackboard page and how to access Yellow Dig and our course ebook. For this particular course, there are no additional purchases you have to make. The ebook is built directly into Blackboard, and you were charged for it when you enrolled in the class. And so everything you need to succeed in the course is directly into Blackboard. So let's get started. All right, so when you log into our course Blackboard page, this is what you should see. The first thing you'll always see are the announcements. I will use the Blackboard announcements extensively throughout the semester to post any useful information. The course home folder contains important things like the course syllabus. There's also a link to schedule an appointment with me if you'd like to come in and chat, and some additional material that you might find useful. The grades are your scores for all the assignments. So let's take a quick look at the syllabus. At the top of the syllabus, you'll notice there's a section here on office hours. For those of you who aren't familiar with this notion of office hours, these are times that faculty set aside each week to hang around and wait for you to come chat with us. These are intended to be times to visit with students. And so you are never interrupting anyone if you swing by during office hours. These are my current office hours, and if anything changes, I'll post an announcement on Blackboard. If rather than dropping in unannounced, you'd prefer to make an appointment, that's also completely fine. If you use the link on Blackboard or in the syllabus here to schedule an appointment, you can sort of secure your spot. The quick start guide is useful. This is really what you need to be focusing on this first week of class, reading this document, the syllabus. There's a short pre-test for you to take. This is something, don't cheat on this. There's no incentive for you to do particularly well. Just take your best guess. We need to make sure you have access to the ebook. So we need you to go into the ebook, complete one of the exercises, just so we make sure that you have access. We need to get you to log into Yellow Dig, again, to make sure that you have access before the semester gets busy. And we need you to install the HonorLock Chrome extension browser so that you are prepared for exams when those come up. There's information in the syllabus about tech support for the various things that we're using this semester. I'm happy to help you when I can, but if something's wrong with Blackboard, there's not much I can do about it. If I can fix a link or something, I can take care of that. But if it's a larger problem, we may need to reach out to Blackboard itself, or if HonorLock's not working, we're going to need to reach out to HonorLock directly. For this particular course, we have been given a larger room so we can all fit. So we don't have to mess with any sort of high flex weird adjustments. The only significant change from normal is that masks are required in the classroom setting. So this is probably the most interesting part of the syllabus, if for no other reason than it tells you how to ace my course. At the end of the semester, your final grade is calculated out of 1,000 points. If you earn 900 points, you've automatically earned an A. As long as you earn at least 600 points, you pass the class and don't have to come back and see me in the spring. Now, the assignments in the course are broken up into sort of 3 different groups. These core assignments, these reading assignments, and these elective assignments. So the core assignments are the big point stuff for the semester. This includes your participation points you get for completing the pre and post tests. We'll have 4 exams scattered throughout the semester, including the final exam. So this spreads points out nicely. There's an elected officials assignment where you are charged with identifying all of your elected officials, and yellow dig. And we'll get back to yellow dig in a later video. There's a series of reading assignments that are attached to this course as well. These are built directly into the ebook. These essentially give you points for interacting with the ebook material. The ebook, the more you interact with it, the better you're going to do on the exams. And so these small reading activities will help with that. There's some knowledge checks. These are just a couple questions scattered throughout the chapter to see how well you are understanding the material as you go. There's some short videos where it shows you, a 2-minute video clip that asks you a couple of questions, and some mini quizzes at the end of each chapter. Then there's the elective assignment. You only need to do one of these. You can only earn 100 points from the elective assignment options. So please do not complete all of them. That's not a good use of your time. But you have 3 options depending upon your interests. So you can either write a series of letters to elected officials, urging them to take a particular action or inquiring about their position on a particular issue. You could draw a set of political cartoons expressing a particular political point, or you could review a documentary that's relevant to the course. Now, exact descriptions of all these assignments are in the pages that follow. This information is also available to you at other places on Blackboard. But if you ever have questions about what you're supposed to do for assignments, this is a good place to look. All right, so for the core assignments, you go into the core assignments folder. The same information you saw in the syllabus is copied here. The link to yellow dig is here, which we'll come back to in another video. The elected official assignment is here. There's also a short video explaining to you how the elected officials assignment works. The pre-test, post-test is going to be found in here. And later on in the semester, this is also where you'll find the exams. I will be providing you with exam review guides, but you have to do some stuff first. For example, in order to access the first review guide, you have to complete the practice test. The practice test doesn't have any points attached to it. It simply requires you to go in and answer a couple questions using the HonorLock browser. This is designed primarily to make sure that you understand how to use HonorLock before test day rolls around. The reading assignment folder, again, overall information about scoring. There's some introductory material that's going to be very helpful. You should read this link. The course dashboard will show your progress on the reading assignments when it loads. And you can also skip directly to the reading assignments if you prefer to go into it this way. If you go into the Chapter 1 folder, this first link here will take you directly into Chapter 1 of our ebook. The ebook has a lot of functionality. You can make notes and highlight. You can download these for reading offline if you're interested. Here's the beginning of the content. You can hover over these bold words to see formal definitions of terms. After you've read a few pages, you come to your first reading assignment. I'm just going to randomly click something here. You'll notice that when you finish the assignments, you can review it. You can go back and read the section that it covered or continue on in the ebook. And the knowledge checks you can complete as many times as you'd like. So if you're not happy with your score of 2 of 5, in this case, you could retake it and aim for a higher score. So that is how the ebook function works. And we went into those through the reading assignments folder. If you go into the part 1 folder, the course is broken up into 4 parts that correspond with the 4 exams that we'll take. So the first exam is going to cover chapters 1, 2, and 3. If you go into chapter 1's folder here, there's a link here that will take you to the textbook material and assignments. This is a link that takes you back into the reading assignments folder we were in just before. So you can access the reading assignments from multiple locations. Within these folders, there's also a series of videos that are provided for you. These additional videos are not required viewing, in that the concepts there will not be on the exam unless they're also covered in the textbook. However, some of them are pretty amusing and some of them are pretty informative. And so they fall into the category of recommended, but not absolutely required. So that is an overview of where you find your assignments and how the course Blackboard page is set up. When I get back on Thursday, I'm happy to pull it up in class and answer any additional questions. Later on today, I'm going to have some drop-in office hours between 10:30 and 11:30, and again between 2 and 2:30 today. And you have access to the link if you prefer to schedule an appointment. I'm happy to video chat with you by appointment today and tomorrow as well. And so we're going to wrap this video up, but please don't hesitate to email me or schedule an appointment if you have any questions or concerns. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you on Thursday.